So if a man doesn't meet your standards, you'll still sleep with him? Describe him. Let's talk about it.
It's so funny, the story that they've been peddling of like if a woman sleeps with a man on the first date that she doesn't respect herself. It's like, no, what? Have you met a woman? Like, she doesn't respect him. She's like, I've sized this man up. He does not have any of the requirements for me to take him seriously, so I will sleep with him now. Like, what? Get a grip, patriarchy.
Yeah, you really showed it to us, right? You really told us. You really got us with that one. We're genuinely confused. Right? At least I am. And if someone else can better explain this to me, I'd be glad to listen to it. I'd dedicate an entire live stream to it. All right. Listen, but before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss no uploads. Still going strong. Still trying to do 2 a day. So yeah, hype the video, share the video. We got merch in the store. So listen, basically, and I watched this several times because I was just kind of lost. So if you meet a man, right? And let's start this by understanding we're not telling women what to do, how to do with their bodies at all. That's not our place. You get full autonomy with that. I don't want to make it seem like this is some Sharia law thing where this is coming from a place where we're generally confused. And maybe it's a problem with the messaging, but you said if you meet a man that you fancy, you like, but he does not meet any of the requirements to take him seriously as a potential long-term partner or potential husband, you still sleep with him. Okay, that's fine. But understand with that choice, with that behavior, we're sort of lost in saying, well, if I do meet the requirements, then I wait. Then I don't get any sort of access to your body. Again, this is for our own edification, for our own understanding. This is why they said that the nice guy, the good guy, finishes last or doesn't finish at all. Because he's checking your boxes and you see him as a potential long-term partner and you still say, I'm going to make him wait. I'm not going to give him access. I'm going to withhold what I saw a lesser man, who I deemed a lesser man, but I was still fine having fun with him. I don't see how you don't connect the two, why you end up with baby daddies who aren't worth a dime, aren't worth ish. And then you come with that into the larger market. Not so much that you have a kid, that who that man was, that you deemed was good enough, or you like qualities about him, or you figured he's not important so I can have my fun with him. Sometimes that fun ends up being a child, right? That fun ends up being life. Or sometimes you don't think he's worth it, but he's around enough and now you're in a relationship with a man that you deemed was never worth it. Then you come to the internet, you complain. Then you bring that trauma forward to the rest of us. So we're all left holding a bag like, who did this to you? Who hurt you? Wasn't me. Why am I responsible for the actions of that man that you already knew wasn't worth ish, yet you opened your legs to him because it was fun? Again, when you're so quick, right, to blame the patriarch for like most of your decisions, this is just kind of like, this is not a patriarchal thing. This is I don't get it. I don't get the behaviors. I don't get what you would expect the rest of us to interpret from that. You can do whatever you want with your body. Whatever you want with your body. You can give it up to whoever, you can give it up to no one. No one really here to judge you. But when you put that information forward, we're kind of confused. And not in a ha-ha sort of way, but in a way that we don't get why you don't understand the results you get. Why you don't understand the type of men you end up having around you consistently that aren't worth ish, but they're fun. Right? Tyrone, Ray, Pookie and them, Big John, Little John, Chad, right? And whatever name across whatever race you want, they're all variations of them. They're everywhere. They're ubiquitous. It is what it is. Problem is, you deal with that and then you decide when you're done having fun, I want better now. Now I don't want the stable guy. Now I want the good guy. There's those guys that are curved because they had all the traits that I actually wanted in the first place. We have this society where we just look for like, you're supposed to have your fun. You're entitled to have your fun, and you need to have your fun before you settle down, before you look or build something with someone who you recognize has the qualities that you want. This is a good man. He does all this. He does all this. Let me just keep him over there. Let me put him in the friend zone. Let me keep it pushing. This is why we have this fundamental, disconnect. And instead of acknowledging, yes, that this is a confusing sort of track, you think it's a patriarchal thing? No, we just thought erroneously that when you put your body on this higher plateau, you said that this is a divine feminine thing, that this is supposed to be sacred, but you give it to a man that is less than the next one. You give it to a man that's less than me, but then when we meet, now I have a different set of rules for you because I view you differently. But one of the most sacred, intimate things about you, you traded it for cheap. If we go back to the economy sort of, or just, we understand what's happening here from a financial term, you sold it to this guy on consignment, on credit, or not word of mouth, on IOU, but I need to have the credit check. I need to have the 850 credit score. I need to have 6 months proof of funds in order to deal with you. When you give us different, right? When you give us different rules, different caveats, different ways of being, this is why we end up confused. This is why we don't understand how to treat you. This is why when we watch you deal with men that are lesser, the men that don't really have futures, the men are just more fun, we try to emulate those things about them because we still want to be with you. So now we take on characteristics of people that of a way of life that's not really ours, but it seems to attract you. Then you turn around, we're the good men. Well, we were busy, refurbishing all the good men to be more like the men that you actually want. And we learned it just from watching you, from listening to you, from listening to what you have to say, taking it back in, going to the lab and say, all right, boys, cancel the good guy models, bring back the assholes. That's what's getting off the shelves. They can't stop buying this one. But then as time does what it does, we get older and we're supposed to get wiser. And then we realize, damn, where are the good men? The ones that are left, now they watch the entire process and say, I can't be part of this. I refuse to be part of this. I refuse now to come, and I've watched you, right? Because now this is the internet and everything is online and people have absolutely no shame when they're having these type of fun. Now you have all your escapades on the internet and people have seen it. Now you come and say, hey, I want to settle down. I want you. You're a good man. Now you can provide the things I need for my family. This is what I've always wanted. No, we're going to look and say, I saw what you did over there. I saw what you did with him. And if that is an intimate thing for him, for you, for how you're now trying to package it, this is why men aren't buying in. This is why they're seeing it and saying, no, thank you. No, thank you. You can keep all that. You already gave it to those type of men. You have the proof. You have the kids that you came with. You have the damage from dealing with those men when you didn't take the time to understand the intrinsic value of yourself back then. Now you want better. This is why men are not signing up for this. This is why men are saying, hey, I'm good over here. Now, I'd be remiss, right? And I wish I put this early in the video, but I don't believe this is a majority of women. I don't believe this majority. I think this is one of those takes that people put online. It belongs to a subset of constantly trying to overthrow the patriarchy that's having some sort of repressive, effect on their lives. I don't think this is a majority of people. I think the majority of people understand the difference, that just because you met the guy Friday night at the bar and he looked good, he smelled good, he said the right things, but he didn't have any of the characteristics that was important to you, I still don't think you sleep with him. I think a lot of people still understand the value of their body, the value of their time, the value of their spirit. I'm on record saying that. Right? I'm on record saying that. Listen, if you disagree though, feel free. Let me know down in the comments below. If you see other videos on your screen, check those out. Let me know your thoughts about those in those videos. Of course, if you listen to sound my voice now, you have not subscribed, I think you should. I'm trying to build something dope. I'll see you in the next one.